Welcome to Business Legal Lifecycle TV, the live TV show all about the legal aspects of your business to help educate you on complex legal terms in an easy to understand manner, to help understand why you need to do certain things in your business from a legal point of view, and to help you develop a plan for the future. Our mission at Business Legal Lifecycle is to help empower all small to medium-sized businesses around the world to get access to legal advice so that they can help build their communities and make the world a better place.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Business Legal Lifecycle TV. Today is Monday, so it's Fast Fix Monday here on the show. And as always, I have with me Jeremy Stratton. Say hello to everyone, please, Jeremy.
Hi everyone, I hope you're having an awesome Monday.
Indeed, indeed. All right, so today we're talking about disputes and litigation. And we've come up with 7 tips to solve a dispute early. So if you tuned in to any of the previous shows, we were talking about litigation and ways to avoid it. We mentioned that any litigation is quite a costly and emotionally draining process. So if you can avoid it and or solve your dispute early before it goes too far, then that's a great thing for you and your business, including your sleep. So we've got 7 tips to solve a dispute early. Jeremy, do you want to kick off with the first tip?
Yeah, thanks, Craig. So the first tip is to stay calm. When you get into a dispute with someone, when you're having a fight with someone, the first thing we do is our amygdala gets all heightened and we start to get all stressed and all the hormones start flowing through our body. So if you're going to resolve a dispute early, stay calm, because if you do give your initial reaction, which can often be a little bit flying off the handle in our experience, then that can actually have a negative effect and have the opposite effect to what you want to do. So stay calm, take a deep breath if you're getting into a dispute. If someone's right there in front of you, maybe even just take a step back and take a few deep breaths. It's not going to worsen your position, but it will help you from a ability to resolve the dispute early. Craig, number 2.
Yeah, number 2 is listen to understand. So you need to consider where the other side is coming from. They will probably be of the same view as you and that they're right as well. And there are many ways to be right, but in a dispute, you need to compromise in some way in order to resolve it in most instances. So you've got to consider where the other side is coming from, where they think they're right, where potentially you're right, and where there could be a grey area. Consider exactly where they're coming from, because they're probably just as passionate about the dispute as you. So you need to listen to understand and just think where they're coming from and where they might think they're right. So very important to consider the other side's perspective and stand in their shoes. Number 3, Jeremy.
Yeah, number 3 kind of flows on from the first and the second one, and that's to state your case tactfully and don't get emotional. So all too often, we do get emotional, as I said earlier, the stay calm part, and that can sometimes force us to be a bit forceful and not really take into account the other side's position. If you actually state your case tactfully, and even state their case tactfully, you can actually resolve something much sooner if you can show that empathy between both parties. So that's number 3. Craig, number 4.
Number 4 is about situating the positive. So if you can think of a way that you can put a positive spin on it, then that's a great way of trying to resolve a dispute. So it's positive from their side, or a positive for both parties if the matter was resolved early. So it's important to accentuate the positive and don't sort of dwell on all the negative aspects of settling it. You're talking about positive things with the other side. And hopefully they see the positive things as well and don't think they're negatives, and the matter can resolve itself. So always think in the positive way will hopefully go some way to resolving the dispute as early as possible. Jeremy, the 5th one.
The 5th one could almost be the title of this podcast, and or this episode anyway, not the whole podcast, but don't get personal. Attack the problem, not the person. Most disputes escalate when people get personal. We see that day in, day out. People get personal. They start making personal attacks on people or on the other side for whatever reason, and that escalates because people then lock down their position. So don't get personal. Attack the problem, not the person. Craig, number 6?
Yeah, number 6 is about focusing on the future, not on the past. So this is pretty similar to the positive sort of spin on things. Look into the future, and you're selling the fact that in the future this dispute will no longer be around, and everyone's going to be happy and sleeping and not having to worry about it anymore. So you're focusing on the future and not dwelling on the past. So that could be the past actions of the person that you're having a dispute with, the past feelings, whatever it might be. Again, you're not getting personal. You're focusing on the future and not on the past. And hopefully that, again, will go some way to resolving it. And then the last one, Jeremy, which is a pretty important one when it comes to cost and those sorts of things.
Yeah, and that's to pick your battles. Now, that's a quote that comes through from everyone from Sun Tzu through the ages, to pick your battles. And really here, as you kind of alluded to, Craig, it's, don't fight someone and spend lots of money if they don't have money. But also, if they're going to be pig-headed and never resolve it as well, then you can end up spending thousands and thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars fighting someone to get nowhere. And, there was a phrase that was said to, I remember when I finished university, Craig, and, the principle of the thing only makes lawyers rich. And it's something that's kind of stuck with me through my, 16 years? Makes me feel really old. 16 years of being a lawyer. And it's something that we talk about often with our clients. Pick your battles and don't just go ahead for something on the principle of the thing. So that's our 7 tips to resolve disputes early.
Excellent. So that was show 198. So again, if you're interested in the show notes, please jump on the website and go to show 198 to get those 7 tips to solve a dispute early. I would encourage everyone, if they're about to be in a dispute, there's things sort of bubbling along, to consider these types of tips to see if you can resolve it early. Because as we said, in your business, these sorts of things can cause great stress due to the money and the time spent, talking about the dispute. So if you can get rid of it early and everyone comes out happy and positive and looking to the future, then it will be a great thing for your business. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you all again next time.
See you next week.